The Mustangs will receive to our left, the north side of Legion Field here. So when they get the football, they'll attack from left to right. Sterling's kick team already out on the field, ready to go. They're trying to get out of here without too much going down.
Yeah, they've got some kids here on this one side, 53. Joel Reeb, he's a senior, 5'3", 185. He's kind of like a fire plug. And then next to him's another kid, Wolfley, that's listed as 5'8", but he doesn't look like he's 5 inches taller than the other one. But, you got to give Sterling credit. Doesn't matter, what the reason is. They're up by 7, and they've got Fort Morgan on their heels.
This second half kickoff is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, offers home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. Beltran will tee the ball up at the 40-yard line. I don't see a tee out there, or a ball for him, actually. As the official has to run to the sideline to get it.
Warming up at the beginning of the game, I saw him practicing some high short kicks. Fort Morgan's kickoff return formation has a huge hole in the middle. Wouldn't like to see an onside kick here that Sterling can recover.
Yeah, 5 men in the middle and just 6 men behind that. This ball is kicked high, and Fitzsimmons will take it just outside of the goal line. He's going to cut up through the left side now, and he gets to the sideline. He's got a little bit of room, crosses the 35 to the 40, 45, and brought down out of bounds. So a big return there for Fitzsimmons, as he carries it out from just outside the goal line to the 45-yard line, a return of 45, and great starting field position for the Mustangs, who need to capitalize. Oh, I guess they'll push him back a little bit down to the 42. Either way, good starting field position for the Mustangs.
Yeah, maybe this drive will only take half the quarter, and they'll score.
The crucial thing, not how much time it takes, but how many points you can get out of it. Martins turns, hands off to Alexander, dances towards this near sideline, and he'll be wrapped up and brought down. Oh, good play. So Alexander needed to beat just one man. Eric McGee on the tackle, wrapping up Alexander by the ankles, but not before he gains 4 yards, and it'll be a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, nice run there. Just what Fort Morgan needs to do is keep this running game going and get Sterling guessing as to which way they're going.
2nd and 6 now. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. Alexander gets the give. He'll cut through and will be just shy of the 50. The wind picking up a little bit here at Legion Field, and it's chilly. Fans here that have stuck around the student section, small in numbers.
Yeah, unfortunately, a team that has the number of losses that this year's team has doesn't have the following that you'd like. It's not like the old days where you followed your team win or lose.
I don't think it's just as we have a flag get out, probably a dead ball here, so the play isn't allowed to go. But I don't think it's so much the amount of losses that this Fort Morgan team has, but it's the lack of success they've had here at home that will likely contribute to the students not making it out. That's when you start looking for excuses such as, it's going to be cold, I don't think I'll go out there tonight.
Sterling seems to have a nice contingent here, for a team that's only has 3 wins on the season. But it being close, a close home game or away game, Sterling being where they are, the next closest home game is probably 125 miles away.
Yeah, this is definitely the biggest rivalry game for these two, and probably the last one. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Sterling moving down next year. Alexander gets a give after the procedure penalty, backs the Mustangs up 5 yards. So a 3rd and 7 play goes for about a half yard, and we'll see the punt unit come on for the first time for the Mustangs.
Yeah, hopefully Zwetzig's legs still warmed up from before the game.
We saw from just about this same area last week the Mustangs fake a punt. It was exactly a 4th and 6 play. They got 5. They will not fake it here. Zwetzig punts it away, but a flag goes down before the play will count. That's actually a smart play by Zwetzig to get a punt off and get your leg warm again. Offsides against Sterling. Well, that changes things up a little bit here as we'll see what Harrison Chisholm elects to do. 5 yards puts it to a 4th and 1. We'll see if Harrison Chisholm elects to throw the offense back out there.
Yeah, that's a very short 2.
Yeah, 4th and the nose of the football. And now we'll see Zwetzig will still punt it away. The offense almost went out there. Zwetzig punts it, and it will be down. Takes a Fort Morgan bounce as it hops at the 20, goes down inside the 15. So we almost saw the offense go back out there, but Chisholm held them on the sideline.
I like that call because if you don't make it, you have more to lose than you have to gain. If you don't make it, Sterling has that momentum. You know you're going to punt it down there. You know your defense has held them to 15, 17 yards for the entire first half. So why not play the field position game and stuff Sterling here and get the ball back in good position?
I'll agree with you there, Kevin. I think that is a smart play on Chisholm's part to try and flip the field here a little bit and give your offense a short field to work with if your defense can hold. Diaz back out there. It's been a while since we've seen this offense go to work, really. He'll throw a quick wheel route to Engelhaupt, who gets it just shy of the 25-yard line. I think he'll be short of the first down, but a pickup of 9 on first down there. And, well, this offense for Sterling keeps going in that no huddle. We'll see a 2nd and 1 after the completion. Diaz in motion, and brings a man in motion, rather. He will run the option himself, pitch it to Engelhaupt, who goes around the far side, gets around a man, and will be tripped up, but he'll gain the first down as he gets across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, that strategy of punting is only going to work if we can stop them on defense. Isn't that like Sterling's first down on offense, or maybe second of the game?
I believe it is their second that they've picked up. Yep. Their second first down that they've picked up. Keep in mind, Fort Morgan had the ball for literally the entire second quarter. Diaz drops back to pass, and it will fall incomplete. A good job there as the man was cutting across. Michael Fitzsimmons breaks up the pass. The intended target, Connor Carey, for the Tigers, but Fitzsimmons does well to break it up, and we'll see a 2nd and 10.
Appears Sterling's opening up their playbook and trying to be a little more aggressive, thinking that maybe they can snatch this game away from Fort Morgan.
We'll see a man come in motion, and that's covered well, and the Mustangs are there to wrap up Diaz, who gets back to the line of scrimmage and then is pushed back by T.J. Schneider. They'll give Diaz forward progress back to just beyond the line of scrimmage, and it'll be a 3rd and a long 9.
Yeah, Diaz on that time was coming down the left side on the option. He made the right call because the pitch guy was covered, but as soon as he turned it upfield, there were 3 or 4 Mustangs there to wrap him up.
Talton and Leckman to this near side. Now we have a whistle, as there appears to be an equipment issue for the Tigers. It looks like Diaz that has the equipment issue. The ref allows him to fix it, and the clock continues to run. 8:06 and counting here in the third quarter. Diaz in that short shotgun, looking to pass. He goes to the far side. He's got a man wide open downfield, and it's hauled in by the Tigers. He's down to the 15, the 10 down, and tackled inside the 5-yard line is Connor Carey. A big play that time, as that play goes for 65 yards, all the way down to the 2.
Wow, what a throw. And he was wide open. The Fort Morgan defender able to close up about a 5-yard gap and catch him.
The Tigers give in to Engelhaupt, who goes through the middle of the line and in for the touchdown. A dagger that time there by the Tigers as the Mustangs elect to punt and try to switch fields, but the big play from an angle hop, check that, from Diaz to Carey. 65-yard pass play leads to the rushing touchdown for Engelhop. And right now, the Tigers lead 13-0 pending the PAT from Beltran. Beltran slips as he kicks it, and it is no good. So 13-0 remains our score here at Legion Field. The Tigers up. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Mustang Football on B106 and B106.com. 13-0, the Tigers lead now as Beltran gets ready to kick it away. And this is a high end-over-end kick that will sail into the end zone. A touchback for the Tigers as they maintain the momentum from the scoring drive.
Fort Morgan fans, don't shoot the messenger, but this is exactly what it looked like last week as Fort Lupton took the momentum away from Fort Morgan and, put it to them. And if Fort Morgan doesn't get something going here, it's going to be a season of no wins at Legion Field.
The big play of that, after we tally it up, a 70-yard reception from Diaz to Carey. As Martins gives to the inside back. That's Godo running backwards, carrying people with him. And my goodness, he gets a 10-yard gain, picks up the first down, and I think the chunk of that was running backwards, carrying people with him. Just sheer will from Matt Godo as he picks up the first down.
Well, I know now at least one Fort Morgan Mustang that does not want this season to end on a loss. And that's Godo. He's been running hard all night.
Martins again under center will give the inside give to Godo, and he'll be stopped for a minimal gain there. We'll see a 2nd and 8 as he gets the ball to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, they've got to mix it up a little bit and not go to Godo every play, but Godo showing a lot of heart here on senior night.
One-man spread to this near side, a man spread to the far side. That's Fitzsimmons to the far side, Anderson to the near side, Godo and Alexander in the backfield, both of them up, and now we'll see a flag, probably likely to be a false start. On the Mustangs, we'll see. Okay, they call offsides, but they call an offsides on the offense. My guess is it was a false start.
I think just one of the players lined up off sides. And, again, Fort Morgan, their own worst enemy. We'll see today or the second half whether they can beat themselves.
In any effect, it goes for a 5-yard loss, and now it's a 2nd and 13. Martin's looking to run the option. He will pitch to Alexander on this near side, gets across the 35, and will be stopped just shy of the 40. Still in bounds. Clock continues to run. We'll call that a gain of 8. We'll call that a gain of 9, actually, and it'll be a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, that was a nice run. Good pitch downfield.
Alexander again gets the give, and he tries to go between guard and tackle on the left side of the line, and he has enough for the first down. So on the 3rd and 4 play, I correct myself. Alexander picks up 5, and he's got enough for the first.
Now they've got Alexander running hard. They can just go back and forth between those two. I think they can have some success here.
Ball spotted in the middle of the field at the 42-yard line of Mustang territory. The give goes to Godo. No, Martins keeps it himself. Now pitches to Alexander, who bounces off of a tackler and goes out of bounds. I don't think he even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Sterling had that option right sniffed out that time.
They will give Alexander back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it, as it has really started to drop in temperature here. 5:14 and counting here in the third quarter. Mustangs with the football at their own 42. Martins Fakes the give. This time the option goes left. Alexander gets it, and he'll be wrapped up. Oh, man, how did they not call that face mask? Could see that from here. In any effect, it doesn't get called, and Alexander gains 5 on the play for a 3rd and 5.
That was a nice run there. And it did certainly look like the defender turned his head on the tackle. Probably had the face mask. The referee's just not in position to see it, maybe.
See a tight formation, 2 men in the backfield as Miranda checks in as the fullback. Godo, the up back, he's running hard, bounces off of a tackler and is brought down, and now we'll see a late flag come in, 2 of them, as Godo is trying to ask for the face mask. Godo's got enough where they've spotted him right now. He's got enough for the first down, and we'll see what the penalty is. A personal foul face mask against the Tigers.
Yeah, Fort Morgan being the team that's made most of the mistakes so far. On that one, like you said, he had the first down anyway, but to give him another 15 is a big mistake for the Sterling team.
So they'll go 15 yards from the spot, which will move the ball all the way inside the 30 to the 28-yard line after the penalty. 1st and 10 there on the near hash. The give this time goes to Caleb Sills. He gets his first rush of the game. And Harrison Chisholm does his best to confuse us here for one final time, throwing in another running back into that already crowded backfield.
Sills, a senior, ran into his own blocking lineman who had lost his battle of the line of scrimmage.
Sills has no gain on that, so it remains 2nd and 10. He's still in the game. The fake goes, and now we'll see a pass to Fitzsimmons on this near side. He falls down after making the catch. And the play goes for naught as it's a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Fort Morgan just doesn't seem to have the right calls here. And I don't know, with their offense taking so much time, they really only are going to have time for a couple more possessions.
Alexander checks back in as Sills comes off. Miranda's still in the game. We see Fitzsimmons on his near side and Anderson to the far side. Martins under center. The fake goes to Miranda, and Martins keeps it himself as he goes backwards, looking to run that option play, but the defensive line unit, the entire defensive line for Sterling was in the backfield before Martins could even really decide what he wanted to do. So that goes for a loss. We'll put the ball all the way back at the 35-yard line, a loss of 5 on that, and it'll be a 4th and 15 from the Tiger 45.
Yeah, I don't know if they have an answer for 4th and 15, but they need to find it here.
4 wide receivers, Godo in the backfield. Martin's looking to pass. He rolls to this near side. Has plenty of time, looking down the field, finds his man, it's Hernandez. He catches the ball at the 15-yard line. That's good for the first down. Ulysses Hernandez, who checked in as a wide receiver on that play, completes the pass, and the gain of 20 goes for the first down.
That was unbelievable. That was just what they needed. Nice 20-yard pass. And it gets them back going again. They need to get in to score this and use their next possession to tie it or win the game.
Martins goes under center again. Turns, hands the ball off to Alexander as he tries to follow his block off this near side, off tackle. He'll gain 4, and it'll be down to just outside the 10-yard line of Tiger territory. 2nd down.
Yeah, now that they have a little bit of momentum, they need to take it in and score and get Sterling to, maybe second-guess themselves instead of giving Sterling the ball back with all the momentum.
They'll give Alexander 5 on that carry and spot the ball at the 10-yard line. Martins again under center. He'll turn and hand to Alexander, who's met immediately behind the line of scrimmage. And a big play that time by Matt McNear, 6'4", 200-pound junior for Sterling. That takes away the gain that Alexander had on the last play and makes it a 3rd and 9 now for the Mustangs.
Fort Morgan just doesn't want to make it easy for us. They want us to sweat and worry about all sorts of stuff.
36 seconds on the clock here. 2 impressive drives by Fort Morgan so far in this game, but they have no points to show for it. Martins will go under center. He'll turn and fake the give inside, looking to pass, and it will be intercepted in the end zone, and it'll be brought out by the Tigers all the way down to the 13, 14-yard line. I believe Diaz again with the interception. And just like that, the drive goes for naught as Martins throws his second interception on the night.
Yeah, an unfortunate end to that drive. Just like the last one, a mistake kills the drive, and Fort Morgan comes away with no points. And we've got virtually no time left in the third quarter. And so Fort Morgan's going to have to try and manufacture 2 scores in very little time.
16 seconds shows on the clock here in the third quarter. The ball spotted at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Diaz gets the snap, and he'll turn and hand off to Engelhoff in the backfield, who goes through the middle of the line. And we'll see a flag come down now. Engelhoff didn't gain much, maybe 2 yards on that play, and the flag is an illegal shift against the Tigers, so we'll march them back.
Yeah, maybe we can get Sterling to make enough mistakes that Fort Morgan can gain some field position here, or maybe get a turnover on a Sterling pass.
Clock continues to run, and I think the Tigers will be just fine letting it run out. And they do. So the quarter comes to an end. When we come back, it'll be 1st and 15 from the 8-yard line of their own territory for the Tigers, up 13-0 over the Mustangs. Fourth quarter action when we return. You're listening to Mustang Football on B106 and B106.com.